this is Nessa from Infinitely Zero's channel. Today is Wednesday, February 7th, and I just wanted to go over a few things with you guys, show you some of my current makes, and one of the sweater patterns that I've been working on. The designer released the pattern today, so I can actually show the sweater. So I decided to film here on the other side of my living room. This is my other recliner. This is a shawl I made, which is Fiber Spider's pattern. I made it a long time ago. And I don't really make a lot of amigurumis. These were actually gifted to me. I did make Mooncake, which is the little green guy there at the edge. And I made the little frog, which was my first one, and I decided not to stuff him. I thought he looked hilarious, kind of flattened, like if he got, you know, flattened by something. But yeah, and all the other ones were actually gifted to me by my cousins. So that was pretty cool, like the owl and the pumpkins and the turtle that's back there and little Woodstock guy, which shows up in another of my videos. So yeah, so if you like the content on my channel, please click like and subscribe. So I think I had shown this sweater in a previous video. This is the Alex sweater that I did and tested from the patterns from Heart Hook Home. It's really nice and comfy. I love how it came out. I used the Big Twist Value olive color was the color. It took about 4 skeins. I finished it around October, so I think it might have been in some of the first videos that I shown, but I'm not sure. And I wanted to add too that I actually started making wearables like sweaters, kind of that type of garment, in 2020. Like, I've been crocheting for 30 something years, 30 plus years, like I learned when I was really young. And I was always kind of like afraid or leery or hadn't really done like a sweater or wearable. So I decided to try them back then. And initially, like, I really didn't know what gauge was. And I was like, meh, whatever. Okay, it's a suggestion. I'm not going to make a gauge swatch. And my sweaters would come out like either really big, usually not very small because I tend to crochet loosely. And then I realized, oh crap, okay, yeah, I need to make gauge swatch. Like, for example, just for this Alex sweater, just trying to find the right gauge. These are, you know, some of the swatches that I made to try to practice the stitch and check to see what was the right hook size and that the measurements would come out okay for that project. So now to show you the one where she just released the pattern today. I'm just super excited. It's called the Wild Berry pullover sweater. And this is it. Isn't it pretty? I think it's great. And it looks great on. This is the size large. The other one was the size medium, but since I used the worsted weight yarn, that pattern called for a medium. So I had to change the hook size and make a smaller size so that to compensate. But anyways, this one is the actual pattern, the large size, and this is the berry stitch. You can see it up close, and it's a different type of band ribbing than the traditional one. This is like a half double crochet slip stitch. It took me a long time to make this bottom one. So it turns out that I had to, hi buddy, my doggy wanted to say hi. Oh, there you go, you're taking up the whole camera space. He does this while I'm crocheting too. He's super sweet. And anyways, so I had to change, see that? Hi Jupiter. Oh, you're not gonna look in the camera? Anyways, I had to change my hook size down to a 6mm size hook from the pattern, which was 8mm. To meet gauge for the Wild Berry sweater, and it turns out that my gauge was okay for the band, and I hadn't realized that. And so I went ahead and had used the smaller 6mm hook size, and it was taking me forever. And then I did the measurement, and then I was like short like a ton of rows. So like, let's say, I don't know, I needed maybe only like 70 or 80 rows for the band if I was using an 8mm hook. And I had to continue and do almost 150 rows because I was with a 6mm hook just so that it would fit around. Because when I measured, I'm like, hey, yeah, this isn't fitting me. So I had to do that modification to the pattern. But anyways, besides that, I mean, I figured it out. So by the time I did the collar and the sleeve bands, it was all good. So that was that. So this pattern is available for free. She also has a coupon code in case you want to buy the PDF for it for half off. Just letting you know that. I don't get any kickbacks from all of that. I test the patterns for free just to help out, and you get to keep the patterns that you test, so that's pretty cool. And this is one of the first kind of sweaters that I made. This was the other one I had mentioned, which I didn't show in that video where I showed the sweater coat with the Sherpa yarn. This is the pullover of that, which was that Make and Drew Crew pattern. And I had used, I think it was like, maybe it was Woolies or something like that, or Basic Stitch that I did for the elastic, for, you know, the ribbing on the sleeves, and it has a hood. I mean, it's super cushy and super comfy, but it came out to where it's like pretty tight fitting on me. It's like a medium, and I don't like wearing it because when I put it on, I feel like I look super fat and thick and like I can't move. It's super bulky. So I honestly haven't worn it, even though I made it a few years ago. And then since I decided, I mean, I have like other sweaters that I've made that I haven't shown on my channel, but I figured maybe if I do a few at a time, it might be less overwhelming. So this is the current one that I'm working on, which is also testing a pattern, so I can't really talk much about it or show it a lot. But I'm really excited because I already like seamed the shoulders closed, and today added the finished all the ribbing, all the edging. I shortened it. It's supposed to be a long, bulky cardigan, and I love this yarn. The yarn is the Premier Bamboo Anti-Pilling Chunky yarn. This is the colorway Blue Lobster, and I just like really love how some of the details came out. And it looks really cool as a vest. And part of the reason it's still a vest is because I had worked on the sleeves, and one of the sleeves, I think I had mentioned in another video where I had seamed it, and I had done something wrong, so I had to undo it and reseam it. And then I realized when I tried the whole thing on that apparently I didn't follow the directions well, and I seamed it going the wrong way. But I had already stitched everything up and woven in my ends real well, so I couldn't see it. So I know a lot of people don't usually typically talk about their fails on their channel, but I decided that I would be honest, and this is some of the painful stuff that happens when you're crocheting. So this was one of the finished sleeves. I had to undo the cuff today, and I was trying to dig through and figure out, like, there's my seam, and this is actually inside out. So if you look at it, the right side, it's actually a pretty nice seam, you know, like I did it pretty seamless, which is kind of sad that I have to undo it now because it was like mattress stitch. So I finally found it, so now I have to go through all this, but now that I found it, it'll be a lot quicker to just unravel that. But as I was doing that, I accidentally found another thread here that I thought was the one that had seamed everything, and it wasn't, and it's part of my edge, so now I messed up part of the border, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I can crochet and fix that, and do that final row of stitching again to make it look like it wasn't eaten by a dog, because he didn't do it. It was all me. So anyways, yeah, so this is the fun part when it actually comes out, so yay. Okay, so yeah, that's undone. So instead of seaming it this way, I was supposed to seam it this way so that the sweater so that the sleeve would be shorter because it's a drop shoulder, and I hadn't calculated that it was a drop shoulder. Because when I read the pattern, it didn't make sense to me. So in my brain, it made sense the other way. And yeah, so I haven't been releasing as many videos as I'd like because I've been really tired lately. Yeah, and been really busy. I did buy a new camera. I want to check out to see what the camera angle, what different camera angles I can get, and if I can actually get a top-down angle. If not, I need a tripod. Can't remember if I have one or not. So I'll be playing with that to see how well the video resolution is and how well the new camera works. And if it doesn't, then I'll just return the camera. And then there's that whole other thought. I've been back and forth whether I should do video tutorials and whether if I should actually offer video tutorials on the channel, like also done in Spanish. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you like my content, please click like and subscribe. I haven't forgotten concerning the book. I haven't gone through and started those swatches. I already caught up and I finished week 4 of the cowl, of the blanket cowl from Juan the Yarn Addict's channel that he's hosting. So I just need to work on week 5 of that. But this sweater actually has a deadline. So I want to finish this, and then there's a Tunisian crochet cardigan pattern that I'm testing as well that I need to get started on with that furry yarn. And yeah, and I just got my Hirschner's order in, so I may make a separate video of that, so that should be coming soon. I got these really cute, like, baby Afghan kits, and I ordered some other Afghan kits through Mary Maxim. I had a 20% off coupon, and I couldn't help myself, and it's really bad because I shouldn't be buying more yarn, but I still did. So yeah, Mary Maxim order hasn't arrived yet, but the Hirschner one just arrived yet. I thought about maybe putting it with this video, but I decided not to. I just wanted to make it like about sweaters and my little sleeve fail. So hopefully I'll be able to fix this, seam both sleeves up, add the cuffs, and then attach them to the main body of the cardigan. And what other plans? Oh yeah, so I also just recently joined, Tiffany Hansen has an online club membership. Michi had mentioned that. You should totally check out Michi's channel, which is Michi's Crochet Nook. And it's been a lot of fun. Last week was my first week with it. It's $5.95 for the month, for the monthly subscription. You get access to her videos without any ads, as well as stitch tutorials, and they have like community gatherings, which are Zoom calls, and we also have a monthly book club. So I'll be kind of talking briefly about that. My book just came in for the February monthly book club. It's the block by block book. Actually, I could show it to you real quick because it's here in the living room. It's this one. So I've been working all day, so I haven't had a chance to go through it, but I'm excited. It's apparently in UK terms. Really cool. That was so pretty. Really cool book. So I need to look over it and decide. And it has like the stitch diagrams in there, with the actual like different blocks and squares. So yeah, how exciting. So I need to, ooh, that one's pretty. Looks like daisies. I need to figure out what I'm going to pick for the project. It's supposed to be like a smaller project that you can do in a month, and then we all get together, you know, and you kind of post your progress on the blog that's just for the people with the membership. There's also like get-togethers where we do trivia and other fun games, and there was one last week which I got to join and I actually won. Yay! So I won some yarns. That was really exciting. I won the crochet trivia. So we have another meeting tonight at 7, so in about an hour. So that'll be cool. So I figured it would be nice to be part of the community. I know Michi mentioned it was a lot of fun, and she was right. So I'm really glad that she told me about it. Um, and yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to go over that I kind of remember at the moment. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys like the little change of scenery with all the little guys in the background. They're just super cute. And my shawl. And yeah, and I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I can show more of this long bulky cardigan when the pattern gets released. And there's like a surprise pattern coming with that berry, winter berry, wild berry pullover sweater that she just released the pattern. So there's something else coming at the end of the week. So if you follow her, keep posted. And I must mention she has some great patterns, and she has some great Tunisian patterns. And she also, on her blog, like on her website, if you ever find a pattern that's like a cardigan or a sweater and it's in kid sizes, all like her kid size patterns she offers for free. So just so you know, so in case you need to make something for like a kid or a grandkid or as a gift, it's great to look at those patterns. So I thought that was really sweet that she does that. Okay, well, thanks. Bye. Have a good night.